He's a former chief assistant U.S. attorney, author of the book Ball of Collusion, The Plot to Rig an Election and Destroy a Presidency. He joins us tonight. Andy, thanks so much for coming on. Do you any idea what former Director Comey meant when he said, I've seen worse mistakes happen under my watch, but I can't tell you what they are? What do you think they are?
No, if that's so, Tucker, it's frightening. But I thought it was part of a pattern of basically distancing himself from the investigation that up until now we had every reason to think he was pretty intimately involved in.
So why would we revise our view of that? How could he not have been intimately involved in it?
I'm not revising my view of it. I don't think it's possible for an FBI director not to be involved in an investigation like this. The magnitude of this one, common sense tells us you would want to be involved. We know that he was involved in meetings with the incumbent president and the president-elect where he was going to be asked about the investigation. So any head of the FBI would want to be brought up to speed if he wasn't already up to speed. We know that when he went to see Trump at Trump Tower on January 6th, the FBI actually treated that as an investigative opportunity in the Russia investigation, where he was acting almost as if he were a case agent and was going to write a report for the investigation as he sped his way away from the meeting with Trump. So, there's a lot of reason there to understand that he was involved. Plus, under FISA law, he had to certify that the surveillance that they were looking for was for foreign investigative purposes and that there weren't any lesser intrusive means to get the same information they were looking for. So the law doesn't let him off the hook either. So
as you noted, he's running the FBI. He's going to speak directly to the president-elect of the United States. Unbeknownst to that president-elect, the meeting is actually part of an investigation. And Comey's claiming he wasn't really involved in that investigation. I mean, that just seems like it can't be anything but a lie, can it?
Well, not only that, Tucker, but 6 days after that, they went back to the FISA court to get the first renewal application of the FISA surveillance, which it seems to me they clearly did because they wanted to get that buttoned down and done before Trump took office, when he could have been in a position to shut the investigation down. So all of this looks to me like it's pretty strategic all along the way.
So very quick, we're almost out of time, but I can't resist. Do you sincerely believe that they sincerely believed that Donald Trump might have been a Russian agent?
Yes. Yeah, I don't think, I think, Tucker, that with the Steele dossier, Steele was pushing on an open door. I think they were predisposed to think the worst of Trump. And I don't believe they would have had a situation where they would swear under oath that the Trump campaign might be in a cyber espionage conspiracy with the Kremlin unless they believed that there was a good chance that that was true.
Boy, I mean, to believe maybe Trump had a weird personal life or wasn't good at managing casinos, yeah. Okay. But that he was working for I mean, they're idiots, obviously, I would argue. Andy, great to see you tonight.
There was no evidence to support that.
Right, well, exactly. What a weird, it was so weird. Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Terry Turchi is a former Deputy Assistant Director of Counterterrorism at the FBI, and he joins us tonight. Terry, thanks so much for coming on. So I know that you have been concerned over the last couple of years about what Jim Comey's public appearances are doing to people's perception of the FBI, to the Bureau's credibility. Do you think this interview he did over the weekend helps or hurts?
Well, no, it doesn't help at all, but I think probably everybody's glad he's gone. Jim Comey has told so many stories and has kind of painted his own storybook land, if you want to call it that, Tucker, over the last couple of years. And he kind of walks around and lets us all know the facts of what's going on in that little land of his. But 2 reports from the IG and the Mueller report, now we know that you just didn't have the facts right. And I think all along, though, the gnawing suspicion that many of us have had, especially former agents and people who used to work on the 7th floor, is that there was just a major breakdown of discipline inside the FBI at the highest level. This isn't so much about case agents. In fact, in the IG report, there's a great example of a case agent asking a very germane question, and then he was essentially lied to by a high-level official. So those are the kind of things that are not going to go away. We still really, with all this paper and all this reporting, we still don't know why that occurred, but we can, I think, have some pretty good ideas.
How distressing is it to you to watch the former director of the FBI, the most powerful law enforcement official in the United States, in the world, likely, lie? He's clearly lying. He's clearly not telling the truth. I mean, how damaging is that to the Bureau?
It's terribly damaging, especially when you're standing in front of a seal that says fidelity, bravery, and integrity. And especially since we preach that from the minute an agent comes into the academy, or any FBI employee, not just FBI agents, FBI and support employees. And I don't think we're going to recover from that easily. I'm spoiled. I worked for many years with Louis Freeh as the FBI director. Yes. And those words meant something, Tucker. With Comey, they've been minimized, and there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done to bring them back to life.
Man, what a shame it all is. Terry Turchi, you've been here since the beginning. We appreciate it. Thanks very much.
You're welcome, Tucker. Thank you.